these centres and any private organisation within the NHS cream off the low, complex, high-volume procedures, leaving the complex stuff for the NHS.
So you're thinking that these diagnostic centres, the private ones, will be able to choose what kind of work that they are contracted to do?
There's always exclusion criteria whenever you refer anyone anywhere, particularly private organisations. So, for example, let's say someone's being referred for a hernia operation, and that hernia operation costs £1,000. Both the private sector and the NHS will both be given £1,000, but the private sector may say, well, we don't take patients with a lung condition or diabetes because we don't have the means to look after them afterwards, whereas the NHS don't have that choice, and they will take those very complex patients, have to look after them for days afterwards because they take a longer recovery, but get paid exactly the same. And the problem is then it starts to destabilise the NHS services. They may collapse. The private sector goes, okay, well, we're the only player in the game now. Let's put up our charges to the government. And that whole thing costs us more. That's the real risk here. The other risk is these private sectors, when they are taking these low complex procedures, have no deal with training. So they may not train staff. And so junior staff who would normally do those procedures in NHS settings are being robbed of those simple procedures where they would start their training.
But in